Good afternoon. My name is Cori Ritter, and on our broadcast for you today, we have a special edition series called Dining Downtown. Featuring local restaurants, mom and pop shops, as well as campus options, our show is here to tell you everything you need to know about good eats, right in the heart of Shippensburg. If you don't know where to get great food or always go to the same chained places, we have all you need to know and more right now on Downtown Dining. First up on our show today, we head to the campus of Shippensburg University with Parker Snyder to hear what students think of the dining options that are available to them. After that, a little message about Big Red Snack Shack.
I'm Eddie Barrett. I am a current student at Shippensburg University, and I am a sophomore.
All right. Do you have any favorite places on campus to eat?
My favorite place is Dunkin'. Yep.
What do you like there?
I really like their breakfast sandwiches and also their bagels.
All right. Your favorite place off campus to eat?
I would say for that it would probably be El Mariachi's. I really like all the Mexican food there.
You got a favorite dish there?
I like the Fiesta Plato, which is basically a cheese quesadilla, 2 taquitos, and a chimichanga.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Eddie.
Of course.
Okay. Hi, my name is Aiden Crowder. I'm a Shippensburg student, junior.
All right. Do you have any favorite place on campus to eat?
Not especially, but probably the one I like the most is Dunkin'.
All right. Do you have any favorite things at Dunkin'?
The loaded hash browns.
Loaded hash browns. Do you have a favorite place off campus to eat?
El Mariachi.
And what is your dish at El Mariachi?
Probably the Conitas.
Why do you like El Mariachi?
It's better food than everything else around.
That's pretty fair. All right. Thank you, Aiden.
Yep.
Introducing yourself.
Yeah, my name is Skylar Renninger. I'm a junior comm-gen major.
All right. Awesome. Do you have any places on campus that you like to eat?
I like Reisner.
And what do you like about Reisner?
I like that it's only a meal swipe and I can get unlimited food.
That's pretty good. Do you have any favorite places around Shippensburg that you like to eat?
I love eating at U-Grill.
Why you grow?
It's a really homey feel there, I feel like, and I really like their paninis.
Do you have any favorite dishes or drinks at U-Grill?
They have a really great sandwich selection. I can't really choose one. I always get something different when I go, and it's always good. It's never a miss.
All right. Thank you so much, Skylar.
Yeah.
So my name is Ryder Heilman. I'm a senior management and marketing major at Shippensburg University.
All right, Ryder. Do you have anywhere on campus that you like to eat?
I don't have a meal plan, so Chick-fil-A is by far the best place for me to go.
Top favorite meal at Chick-fil-A?
Grilled nuggets.
All right. How about off campus to eat?
Monterey tacos. Ever since they've been there, love them to death.
Love them. Why
Yeah.
do you like them so much?
So I've never had burrito tacos until I went there, and I fell in love with them.
And I'm guessing yours is your favorite too?
Burrito tacos, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ryder.
No problem.
Hi, I'm Donovan Lane. I'm a marketing major. I graduate 2026.
All right, Donnie. Do you have any favorite places on campus to eat?
Chick-fil-A.
What's your favorite meal at Chick-fil-A?
Probably the chicken sandwich.
All right, cool. Any places off campus as your favorite?
Taco Trap House.
And why Taco Trap House?
They just deliver the best quality tacos I've ever had.
All right. Do you have any favorites at Taco Trap House?
No, not really.
All right, that's fine. Thank you, Donnie.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome back, Raiders. Now that we have heard from some of our own students, we are going to move off campus. As many mentioned in that last video, there are so many great places to eat or pick up a snack. Although, even with a wide variety of fast food chains available, the town still picks mom and pop shops for the go-to meal. And speaking of, Taco Trap House is one of the most popular. So we have a great story for you about them today. Here's Parker Snyder with more. Big Red Snack Shack combines the corner store with the style of a modern market, featuring grab-and-go dining options for breakfast, lunch, or any time of the day, including B&F's Burger Shack, sushi, salads, as well as fresh produce and other selections. Open all day from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m., located in the Cub. Come get any traditional essentials you could find in a convenience store. This is a PSA for WSYC.
Up next, the new kid on the block, Taco Trap House, the food truck. It was started back in 2019 by David and Veronica, the owners, and it is always on the move around central PA and the York area in which they occupy. Now, if you can't seem to find them in your own hometown, don't worry because they are really big at most fairs and festivals like the York County Fair, the Gettysburg Bike Week, and the Food Truck Feast in downtown Chambersburg, and tons more around the central PA area. Now, with only being a food truck, they have brought a lot of attention to themselves, with their audience being heavily based on social media, specifically Instagram, and they always have the locals crawling back for more with their most popular item, the Pineapple Express Taco. If you're not a fan of pineapples, don't worry because the menu changes with items like quesadillas, loaded nachos, regular and hard shell tacos, switching on and off with almost every visit that they do. Now, I myself had the privilege to go out and see what all the fuss was about earlier this November, and I have to say that some of these tacos are the best I have ever had. So make sure to check them out the next time that they're in downtown Chambersburg, with most of their operations lasting from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. My name is Parker Snyder, and now back to Cori at the desk.
Thank you, Parker, for that great story on the mobile restaurant. You can find the Taco Trap House and their social media schedule at Taco Trap House. When we return, we have a few bakeries and sweeter treats to talk about. Stay tuned for more. I'm your host, Cori Ritter.
We've all been in the same situation at one point. You're in the middle of an important project when suddenly,
Oh no, what happened?
don't worry, young man, IT can help. Just call 717-477-HELP. From Wi-Fi problems to account issues and everything in between, IT will work to find a solution for you.
Thanks, IT.
717-477-HELP. Or you can visit the help desk located in the library lobby. This has been a message from SUTV.
My name is Rachel Smith. I'm from Souderton, Pennsylvania, and I am an English secondary education major. The biggest thing that I want potential honor students to know is that there's no such thing as the typical honor student here. One of the biggest questions I get all the time at recruitment events is, oh, I'm an athlete and I want to do honors, or I want to be in the band and I want to do honors, or I'm this major. And they ask me, is it possible? My answer is always yes, it doesn't matter what it is. Of course you can make it work with honors.
If you're looking for a way to get involved and inform the community, student media is the place to be. With SHIP's award-winning newspaper, The Slate, Emmy-winning television station SUTV, campus radio station 88.7 WSYC, and Public Relations Society PRSSA, no matter what you're interested in, student media has something for you. Visit the second floor of the Cub or Roland Hall for more information. This is a public service message from SUTV.
The next restaurant on Dining Downtown is Jane's Art of Pie Cafe. The small business opened a little over 3 years ago, but has an abundant menu featuring the best pastries. Kacey Bell went down to visit the cafe and got to talk with a few of the baristas. Here she is to tell us more.
Art of Pie is a local cafe in town. You can find it at 20 West King Street. Art of Pie offers many different types of food and drinks, from flavored teas to coffee and pies to quiches. They have a wide variety of different flavor cupcakes you can choose from as well. A few examples are Fruity Pebbles, Pumpkin Crunch, Cookies and Cream, and Red Velvet. If you don't want something sweet, they have a variety of sandwiches you can choose from as well. I sat down with Lauren Colello, a worker there, and she shared her favorite food and drink on the menu.
My favorite food and drink here is the lavender lemonade. That's the most popular. And my favorite food, I would have to say, is probably the crab quiche. I'm a sucker for that.
With their wide variety of products, there's something there everyone can enjoy. With a ton of different flavors of cakes, pies, and brownies, there's something for you. A few examples of those are their brownie cheesecake, peanut butter pie, key lime pie, and chocolate chip fudge brownie. If you want something small, there is also muffins, scones, and macaroons. Art of Pie has been open just a little over 3 years and has been extremely successful this far.
We have a few of our top sellers, which we like to keep on hand just because that makes sense. You know, if it's something that everybody likes and it's for everyone, we always want to have it, right?
If you want to see what they have weekly, you can check out their Facebook at Jane's Art of Pie Cafe. Now to Cori back at the desk.
As Casey mentioned, Jane's Art of Pie Cafe is located at 20 West King Street, about 2 blocks from the campus of Shippensburg University. They are closed Sundays and Mondays, but open from Tuesday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Their phone number is displayed below, so head on in this season for a warm cup of the holidays. Now, speaking of delicious bakery treats, the Bread Basket Bakery also has a wide variety of different flavored cookies and treats for you. Once again, here's Cacey Bell to tell you a little bit more.
Bread Basket Bakery is a local business that has been open since 2021. It is located in town at 306 East Garfield Street. You can find here a variety of bakery items, sandwiches, soups, and salads to enjoy. Their bakery items range from cookies, cupcakes, pies, cakes, and more. Bread Basket can make any special occasion treat for you. Some kinds of celebrations that they have made items for are birthdays, gender reveals, weddings, retirements, and more. They also have a variety of cookies. A few examples are snickerdoodle, chocolate chip, molasses, and peanut butter M&M. Their soup flavors are always changing, from chicken noodle soup to chicken gnocchi soup to Italian chicken soup and more. In their sitting area, they have a coffee station where you can make your own coffee. From an espresso machine to a normal coffee pot to different flavor coffee, you can make it how you like it. They also have a wide variety of syrups you can choose from. If you want something made special for Christmas, stop in and place an order. You can even grab a treat for your little furry friends when you go. Stop in to eat from Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., or Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now back to Cori at the desk.
When we come back, we have a few more small businesses to tell you about. Then head out to explore them for yourself.
The Center provides an array of tutoring services, including studying strategies and tips to improve writing skills. Students have the ability to schedule appointments with tutors in a variety of ways. A student may either schedule an appointment online, via telephone, or in person at the Learning Center reception desk inside of Maury Hall. Students are expected to be prepared prior to their tutoring session. Bring any academic materials needed to make the session effective, such as textbooks, past and current assignments, and class notes. Students are also required to arrive on time for sessions and be an active participant in the tutoring appointment.
If you are feeling ill or under the weather, stop by the Etter Health Center as soon as possible. Etter is located on the ground floor of Noggle Hall with nurses waiting to assist you. The Wellness Center also provides counseling for any issues students may be facing. The Wellness Center provides a self-care room where students may help themselves to a variety of items as needed free of charge. Another convenient feature is the Plan B vending machine, which costs only $25 for students. To schedule an appointment, contact 717-477-1458.
The Ezra Lehman Memorial Library was built in 1966. It is a central hub for student activities here at Shippensburg University. The library has 3 floors and is fit to serve every student's needs. It is equipped with a circulation desk for questions and where laptops can be rented. There's also a tech and research support center located on the main floor next to the popular Starbucks cafe. Other perks include printing, charging stations, and bike rentals. For more information, visit Shippensburg's website.
From the student view, campus police issue parking and speeding tickets, but behind the scenes, they're here for so much more. If you're on campus late at night, the police will happily walk you back to your dorm safely. In a state of distress, use any of the 30 emergency telephones across campus. The state-trained officers are prepared for all emergencies, including evacuation procedures and an active shooter event. To contact the University Police, visit ship.edu/police or call the number on the screen.
Coming up next, we have the latest scoop with a local restaurant, the Wheelhouse Cafe, and its ice cream shop. Cacey Bell went down to visit the owners, and here she is to tell us a little bit more.
The Wheelhouse Cafe is a local family-owned and operated cafe open since 2013. It is owned by the Foresters, located right off of Shippensburg University at 300 North Earl Street. The small Sweet Cafe offers full service with all-day breakfast and lunch after 11 a.m. With them being right by the university, a huge amount of their audience is Shippensburg students, but that doesn't mean they don't get attention from the older locals as well. I had the opportunity to sit down with Stephanie Forrester to hear about some of their most popular dishes.
Stephanie Forrester, my husband and I own the Wheelhouse Cafe. We've been open since 2013.
That's awesome. Who is your targeted audience usually at Shippensburg?
College students and anybody else from the community. We get a lot of retired people also.
Do you have any popular dishes or one of your favorite dishes?
We do French toast that is signature to here, so it's made different, and a lot of people love it. I do. We sell a lot of omelets. Mexican omelet is one of the popular ones. We have good burgers.
And then the ice cream outside, can you talk a little about that too?
That is really not functioning at the moment.
Okay.
So that's kind of a non-thing. We don't know what we're gonna do with the ice
That's
cream.
perfect. Thank you guys so much for that.
And be sure to be on the lookout for their ice cream hut right out front. Unfortunately, it's not up and running at this time, but it may be soon. But a special feature that Wheelhouse does is they accommodate for private parties after business hours. So be sure to stop by and check them out from Mondays to Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Sundays, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now back to Cori at the desk.
The last small business we have for you today is in the middle of this town square. The Cozy Corner Cafe even offers a 10% discount for SHIP students. Here to tell us a little bit more about the Shippensburg Select Diner is Parker Snyder.
Standing in the heart of Shippensburg, Christian-based and locally owned, is the Shippensburg Select Diner at 2 West Street, Shippensburg, PA, right at the square in town. The small-looking diner is no small feat, and don't let it confuse you either, with it being one of the top-rated stops in Shippensburg. It's a huge hit with the college students as it is 24-hour service with breakfast anytime for when students get the munchies at late hours. Plus, they're always an eye-catcher for anyone who strolls into town like college families on a visit. And they are very much loved by the locals and the retired part of the community here in Ship, and there really is something for everyone here at the Ship Select Diner. The diner is also huge on their freshly baked and home-cooked pies, cakes, and pastries, and the Ship Select Combinations meal is a huge hit for those looking to sit down and divulge in some great diner food and friendly staff. Be sure to check out the Ship Select Diner if you have not yet had the chance and try out some of their omelets, as that's a personal favorite of mine. And for those new and upcoming freshmen, make sure you get out there at least once, as it is Ship's tradition to eat at the diner at least once in your college years. My name is Parker Snyder, and now back to Cori at the desk.
Now, stay tuned everyone. Coming up for the last segment of our show, we have a special guest joining us to tell us a little bit more about working in a small restaurant in an even smaller college town.
Looking for a way to be informed and get involved? Join student media on campus. Whether it's Ship's Emmy-winning TV station, SUTV, award-winning newspaper, The Slate, university radio station, WSYC 88.7, or nationally recognized Public Relations Society, PRSSA. There's an organization for you. Make the most of your college experience. Visit the 3rd floor of the Cub or Roland Hall for more information. This has been a public service announcement from SUTV.
Are you struggling with a few classes this semester? Come visit the Alnetta Jones Center for Student Success. The Center for Student Success supplements and reinforces the university's commitments to pursue a learning-centered environment where students strive for graduation. With the help of our coaches, our goal at the Success Center is to help students develop skills and strategies that will develop them to their best academic potential. If you're struggling, stop messing around and get over here to Maury Hall, located right across the Cub and next to Reisner Dining Hall.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Raiders. We are back with our special guest, Elizabeth Irwin, for the final segment of our show today. First, I'd like to thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Could you start out by telling us a little bit about yourself and your position at the Shippensburg Select Diner?
So I'm a server at Shippensburg Select. I worked there for about 4 months. I have 2 kiddos, and I pretty much just work all the time.
And are you a resident of Shippensburg? Do you live locally to
I
the
do.
restaurant?
I just moved here 3 years ago.
Oh, okay, very cool. Considering the diner is open 24/7, could you walk me through a normal day or shift?
So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays we close at 10. The other days we're 24/7. So we pretty much come in at 6 and we just take over the breakfast rush from overnights. We switch out the menus because our breakfast ends at 11 for certain items. So we just kind of switch over and get ready for lunch.
Very cool. What does your typical shift look like in a week?
So I usually start about 6 a.m. I open and I get off at 2 p.m. So I have my first main rush and then we have like kind of downtime where we can do side work and then we get hit with the lunch rush and then it's time to go.
I used to be a server as well, so I know how demanding it can be sometimes. Are there any times of the day that are busier than others?
Mostly our lunch rush.
Lunch rush.
We have kids who are going in between classes or heading over. So that's our busiest time.
How many coworkers do you typically have on a normal shift to help balance out this lunch rush?
2.
2?
Yes.
Okay. And what type of customers does the Select Diner get most frequently?
We mostly get the elderly. Usually weekends we get the college kids the most.
On the weekends. Is there a time of day that the college students are in there more than the locals?
Overnights.
Overnight. The nights that they're open
Always.
24/7,
Yeah.
right? Does the audience change with the seasons and school being out?
Yeah, like when the kids go back, like now that it's going to be Christmas break soon, we won't get as many college kids because they're going back home.
What is your favorite meal or go-to snack during or after a shift?
I really like the French toast, but I always just get the omelets.
That sounds like a good choice,
They're
definitely.
really good.
What is one of your favorite aspects of working at the diner?
I like to meet new people. I love communicating with everyone that comes in.
So would you say that you have a lot of regulars or you get to meet new people?
We have tons of regulars, but I like the people that are traveling through to hear where they're coming from and their stories.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a very cool experience
It's
too.
a lot of fun.
What would you say are your biggest strengths as a server?
My communication skills. I talk to everyone.
I'm sure that definitely helps a lot.
It does, but I get in trouble for it too.
That's all right. Do you prefer working or waiting on a certain party like locals or college students?
I prefer the college kids.
The college kids more?
They're more laid back and don't really get as picky if you mess up or do anything. They're more laid back.
That's good to hear coming from a college student. What is your least favorite part of being a server at the diner?
When the cooks mess up. We'll get blamed for it.
And how do you deal with this adversity to the customers or?
I just go back and fix it and pretend it didn't happen.
That sounds like a good way to deal with it though. I understand the diner also has a bakery. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
So we have a whole selection of pies and cakes that we get made. So we have like peanut butter pie and peanut butter cake, Oreo, cheesecake. We have this really popular, it's a chocolate mousse mouse and it's shaped like a mouse. It's really good.
That sounds delicious.
It's my favorite.
And do you make those treats in-house or do you
We
get
do
them?
not. We order them.
Oh, okay. And is that also from a local or do you?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. In your experience, what would you say is the most popular thing on the menu?
The French toast and the pancakes. That's
So a
all
lot.
everybody wants.
Especially during the breakfast lunch, I'm sure as well then.
It's their favorite. We serve that all day long, so they're always ordering it.
Do you guys have a breakfast menu during the entire
We
day
do.
as well?
The only thing we don't serve after 11 is eggs Benedict and waffles.
Oh, okay, cool. One last question for you today, Ms. Irwin. What do you love most about your job?
Like I said, meeting new people. I like to hear the college kids, and I work with a lot of college kids too. And I like to hear what they're studying and where they plan on going. and I like to kind of see them transform throughout the diner and grow.
What would you say is the coolest experience you have came across in a customer?
We have someone, she is a college student now, and she's from Argentina. And she's going back on Thursday, so I love just hearing like how Shippensburg's helping her grow. Her English skills became amazing, and she's just doing so well.
Wow, that's great to hear. And with her being a Shippensburg student, I've heard that there is a 10% discount for Shippensburg students.
They get 10% off, and also on weekends we tend to give them free drinks and coffees so that they come and hang out with us.
That's great. Well, I know I will be heading in to the Shippensburg Select Diner this holiday season. They are open 24/7 except for the 2 days.
Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays.
Here we go, at 2 West King Street in Shippensburg. So head on in to get your favorite meal or try those waffles. I'd like to thank you so much again for joining us today on Dining Downtown. This has been a special edition of SUTV News. This is Cori Ritter signing off.